So for the next 15 minutes or so, this is an opportunity to take a few moments really out of your busy day and to bring yourself inwards. So we'll just take the hands onto the belly and start to take a big deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the nose or the mouth. And with every exhale, try to just allow the body to relax and just focus on this time now just for yourself. Maybe connecting with baby, saying a little hello. And you can do this from any stage of your pregnancy once you have your doctor's permission. Just modify to however you feel at the moment. Big deep breath in, let the belly lift up, exhale long and slow through the nose or the mouth, and just let the shoulders release. Forehead relax. Anywhere you're holding on to tension, giving yourself permission for the next 15 minutes. So let's take the feet to a comfortable, you can cross-leg position or feet straight out in front of you. If you have any sort of pelvic pain, make sure your legs are no wider than hip width distance apart. Dropping the right arm over, lift up the left arm, and then leaning over to the left side, lift the right. And you're just getting a nice gentle stretch here on each side, warming up the body gently. Make sure to relax the shoulders. You don't want the ear on top of the shoulder here. Taking your time again, whatever is comfortable for you in the legs, releasing through the side, getting a gentle stretch through each side. And then when you're ready, we'll take the neck, so a gentle stretch, chin to chest, and then right ear to the right shoulder, look over the right shoulder, head back to the center, left ear to the left shoulder, looking over the left shoulder, center, head back. And we'll do that once more. So chin down to the chest, relax through the shoulders here. Right ear to the right shoulder, look over the shoulder, back to the center, other side, look over the left shoulder, back to the center, head back, and then chin to the chest, and then coming back. So we'll take the hands behind us. You can do what is comfortable with the legs. You want to press through the chest so that the shoulder blades are coming together, and just keep pressing that chest forward, getting a nice gentle stretch. The hands can be just gently behind you or on the fingertips, and then if you want to press and lift the hips and chest and bum all up off the floor, head back or head looking forward, and then return down. So we'll take the hands in front of us, palms are facing, interlocking the fingers, round the back, chin to the chest, getting a nice gentle stretch here. And then again, come back, hands behind, open through the chest, relaxing through the shoulders here, press the chest forward. And then if you want to, you can lift the hips, the bum up off the floor, getting a chest through the stretch through the chest. Relax the shoulders, the head can look forward or go all the way back. And then bring your hips back down. Let's take the feet out in front of us this time. We're going to do little pelvic circles here. So just on the sitting bones, you're just moving all around in one direction and then just swapping directions. So getting a nice little warm up through the whole pelvis and pelvic floor and lower back. Just taking your time here. And then what we'll do is come onto your hands and knees. Take this as slowly as you want to. Shoulders on top of the wrists. We're going to start with some cat-cows here. So shoulders on top of the wrists, knees are underneath the hips. Knees can be as wide as you feel comfortable. Round the back, chin to the chest. Inhale, belly goes down, bum goes up, relax the shoulders. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, round the back, chin to the chest. Dipping the belly down, relax the pelvic floor. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor and draw in the tummy muscles as you exhale gently, as if you're giving baby a little hug. It'll really switch on the core tummy muscles, which are really important when you're pregnant. So just a couple cat-cows at your own pace. And then widen the knees and take the left hand into the center. Reach the right hand all the way up, get a beautiful stretch through the chest and the right side of the body. Right hand comes into the center, lift up that left arm. Big stretch through here, don't hold the breath. Left hand into the center. Turn and lift. So you're very much trying to get the heart center to lift up to the sky. Left side, reach and lift. Lovely, come all the way back. And then we're going to push back into a downward facing dog. If you've never done this one before, you can by all means just stay in child's pose, which we'll come on to in a moment. But in down dog, you want to make sure the hands are at least shoulder width distance apart. And then the idea is that your back is one big long line, getting a beautiful stretch through the whole back. Your knees can be bent if you need to. And then just coming down to rest into child's pose here. So knees are nice and wide, so you have space for your little baby. And just really relax the shoulders, let the head rest onto either your folded arms or the mat. And again, pop yourself up into down dog. So you'll notice that my shoulders are way behind my wrists here. You don't want your wrists to be feeling like they're taking any weight. So it's like a big long slide from the top of the really all around the tailbone, going the whole way down right to your neck. Just up and down a couple of times, as long as you're comfortable. If you have any high blood pressure, if this doesn't feel good for you, you can just rest into child's pose. Making sure you're modifying it what's comfortable. So back to do a couple of cat-cows again. So you're getting lots of fluidity and flexibility through the spine here, which is really nice to do, and it also helps to get baby into a lovely birthing position, being on the hands and knees if you're in the later stages of your pregnancy. So dipping the belly down, looking up, relax the shoulders, exhale, round the back, hug baby in gently, lift the pelvic floor. Dip the belly down, bum up, shoulders back to inhale and exhale. So take the knees nice and wide again, toes touching, left hand into the center. Reach up that right arm. If you have the flexibility in the shoulder, you can almost lean backwards very slightly. So you're really getting a beautiful stretch through that whole shoulder joint, all the way down through the ribs. So you're just doing this at your own pace, a couple of times each side. And then when you're ready, you're going to go into a lunge. So you're going to step that right foot forward and drop the pelvic floor area down towards the floor. So you can be as wherever is comfortable. So your hands can be the inside or the outside of the feet. You can keep the hands down on the mat, or you can lift the arms up, take a big stretch, lift that heart all the way up to the ceiling. And then take the arms out to a T, take the right arm this time behind you, stretch the left arm out in front of you, and then take that left hand down, reach up the right arm, open and back, getting a big beautiful stretch here, always staying low in the low body. And then the right hand can either come down at the inside of the foot or bring the elbow up onto that right knee if it's just a little bit too much. So slide that right leg back. We'll go into the low lunge on the left side. I'm on sand here, so obviously a lot more comfortable, but you might need to place a cushion or something under your knee that's on the floor. So same thing, just wiggle around here, making sure that that front knee is not going past your toes. So you can keep the hands on the hips here or reach the arms up, relax the shoulders, pressing the chest forward. Always controlling the breath, never holding it. Arms out to a T. This time the left arm is coming back, right arm down, then down to the floor, lift up that left arm. You're trying to still stay low if it's comfortable in the low body. Swap the arms. So again, that left arm can stay on the floor or lift the elbow up to the knee. And then just slide the leg back, taking your time. And we're going to go up to another downward facing dog. So again, if this all feels very new, just don't worry. Go at your own pace, and each time you do it, you can do a little bit more. Come down to child's pose, or alternatively, you can stay in child's pose instead of doing down dog. We're going to come up to stand here, just one foot forward than the other foot, and just allow the knees to be soft. Let the head hang. At any time you feel this is uncomfortable, you're going to come straight up to stand. So pull in the tummy and roll yourself really slowly up to stand. Taking a few moments to gather your breath. And then take the knees nice and wide. Turn the right toes parallel, back toes turn them in a little. Your tummy is in, arms to a T, and then bend down into your warrior two stance. So the knee here is on top of the ankle, not going past it. So relax your shoulders, big breath in. Reach that left arm down, reach the right arm up for your reverse warrior. Back to warrior two. And then take that right arm to the leg and lift the left arm up and over, palm faces the floor. If you're more advanced and you've been doing yoga, you can drop that right hand to the floor. Back to warrior two, and we'll go the other side. And left toes parallel, back down. So if you have any sort of pelvic pain here, this isn't a good idea to do any of these wide-legged stances. So you can just come to the feet, standing parallel, hip width distance, and do a few little hip circles instead. So reverse warrior, back to warrior two. And then you're going to bend down into that left arm, lift the right arm up this time, the right hand faces the floor. And then in a moment, after that lovely big opening, we'll come back up and then just heel toe in just a little bit from here. We're going to go into Trikonasana, so your triangle pose. So arms out again, right toes pointing away from you. Stretch from the hips first and then drop that right arm down. So when you're pregnant, you really don't need to worry about how far that right hand goes down the leg. So you want to get lots of stretch and opening through that left side. So imagine you're leaning against the wall, leaning the shoulder and the hip back. And then coming up, we'll go to the other side. So reach the left toes out, that's it, drop the left arm down. So the hand can be on the knee, the thigh, wherever it lands really, and just think about lifting the right hip and shoulder all the way back, getting a beautiful big opening stretch through the side, and then coming back up, and then heel toe back in. So we're going to just do some nice hip circles. So feet are hip width distance, knees are gentle and soft, and just rolling, really nice in the hips, both directions, nice in the lower back as well. So standing at the top of your mat, we're going to do some lunges. So let's step that right leg back. So the right heel is off the floor, so you might find this a bit unstable. So you can step the left foot over to the left hand side a little bit and keep the arms up as I'm doing here, or you can keep the hands on the hips. So you're exhaling down, bending the knee towards the floor, inhaling, reaching the body up, exhaling the right knee down, inhaling up. That left foot, the knee shouldn't be going past the toes here. Your back is straight, your shoulders are on top of your hips. You can take the hands to the hips if they feel a little bit too much on the heart. Okay, so we're swapping the side of the left leg back. Make sure the right foot goes over to the right hand side if you need a little bit of extra balance. So we're lifting up, big inhale, exhale, bend down into that front right knee. Inhale, lift. So you don't have to do huge lunges here. You don't have to bring the left knee towards the floor. You can just do little lunges. Just make sure that if you need any more stability, you can widen the feet. So take the right foot more to the right side. Stepping the back leg up. And then we're going to come to sit down. So take your time here. So you can prop your shoulders and the upper back up with lying on a yoga bolster or a few pillows if you don't feel comfortable lying on your back here. We're only going to be here for about a minute. So in bridge pose, you're lifting your hips up towards the ceiling and as if your knees are very slightly squeezing a ball. So you're just rolling your hips up and rolling them down. And then as you get a little bit more advanced, you can hold it up for about 10 seconds. So take your time. You're lifting up. The two hips are going up at the same time and rolling back down. So if this is very new for you, I wouldn't be holding it for 10 seconds at this stage, but you can work towards holding for 10 seconds. So the toes are pointing straight, the knees are pointing to the ceiling. So you can very much relax your head and your upper body. You're lifting the pelvic floor as you lift the hips up towards the ceiling and then roll back down, making sure those knees aren't rolling out to the side. So this is really good for the lower back, the pelvic floor, the whole pelvis and the bum. Very strengthening pose. And then taking your time, we're just going to come back into child's pose. So keeping those knees nice and wide, toes touching, head down. You can stay in child's pose or come into a downward facing dog. So either bending the knees or keeping the legs nice and straight, getting a lovely stretch for the back here. And then walk the feet up and then we're going to come down to sit. So take your time. And for your Shavasana, for your relaxation, it's a really important stage of any yoga class. So I'm going to lie flat on my back here. You might not feel comfortable. So if you would prefer, you can lie on your left hand side. If you are lying on your back, just make sure your legs are a little spread and that the shoulders are relaxed with the palms on baby or facing the ceiling. And you're going to just take a few big deep breaths in here through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. And every exhale, just start to allow the body to relax. If you would prefer to lie on your side, please do. You can place a cushion under your bump, under your head, and maybe even in between your knees. So big deep breath in, exhale completely. The guidelines are lying any way you wish under 25 weeks, and then left or right from 25 to 33 weeks and over 34 weeks lying on your left. But making sure that you lie however is comfortable for you. You don't want to feel nauseous, lightheaded at any point, obviously, so get super comfortable. And just start to unwind by softening the muscles and the soles of the feet, through the toes, the tops of the feet and the ankles. Relaxing the whole of the right leg, front and back. Releasing and softening the whole of the left leg, front and back. Resting through the pelvic floor, the hips, the buttocks, the lower abdomen. Visualizing your baby lying inside, smiling and happy. And softening and releasing the whole abdomen, the shoulders, all the way down the right and the left arms, wrists, hands and fingertips. Releasing the lower back, the middle and upper back, the front and back of the neck and all the muscles of the face. Softening the jaw and allowing the eyes to rest back into their sockets. Resting the space between the eyes, the forehead, the top of the head, the sides and the back of the head. Of course, stay in this pose and drift off to sleep, but if you want to waken the body back up, do so very gently by wiggling the fingers and the toes and taking a big deep breath in. And if you feel comfortable, you can lift the arms above the head and stretch from fingers all the way to the toes. If you're lying on your back, just slowly bend one knee at a time and roll on to your left hand side. And then using your hands, just nice and slowly come back up to sit. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.